All right, hello everyone. We are here today with health expert Dr. Alan Wentworth, who is a chiropractor in Greenville, South Carolina. And so today he's going to share a few minutes of his time with us, and we're going to talk about GMOs. So, Dr. Allen, we were having an interesting conversation about this a few minutes ago, and so I'd love for you to elaborate on it. So, GMOs, a lot of people on the fence don't know whether it's good or bad legislation, talking about, what should be on labels, all these different things. Tell us from a health professional standpoint, what's your take on all this?
Well, when you hear GMO, a lot of times people don't know what it means. It's genetically modified organism or genetically modified food. My first impression of this years ago when I first heard about it was good. I thought they're going to genetically modify it to make it better. You're going to be able to get bigger fruits and vegetables and more disease resistant, have more good stuff in them, grow quicker. And all the things that I was reading about it and hearing about it made sense to me. So when I first heard people talking about GMO being bad, I was thinking, well, this is just a knee-jerk reaction. This it's not natural, so it's bad. But after being exposed to more information about it and becoming more interested in it and doing more research, what I found out is the way they're modifying these things is they're causing a lot of bad things to happen. They're having unnatural protein sequences. In other words, when all protein is made up of little building blocks called DNA, called amino acids, which make up DNA of all the different organisms, whether it's fruits or vegetables or animals that you eat. And when these things are tampered with, you get a sequence of amino acids that your body is not really designed to deal with. And people are getting allergic reactions. They're having effects on their attention span, immune system, autoimmune responses, all kinds of things that no one had ever predicted. And as it turns out, these crazy people that were against this GMO stuff, it's pretty obvious that they were actually right.
Yeah, it seems to me today that I see a lot more kids with allergies than I've ever seen before. And so it would make sense that some of this tampering has actually been behind some of those things.
Well, the empirical evidence is pretty obvious as far as that goes, because those symptoms were nowhere near as prevalent before these sort of foods became widespread. And so now the movement is to at least let people know, so when they become educated about it, they can take a look and decide whether they want to consume this stuff. Another movement is just to get it off the shelves altogether, and that's where I am at this stage of the game, because there are a lot of people that won't find out about this, that would be exposed to it for a long period of time. It's better just to get it off the shelves completely.
Absolutely. Yeah, many people I've actually heard talking about big food being even more evil on the American public than big tobacco or big alcohol.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising when you look, when you follow the money behind some of those things. Some of these people's intentions are nothing but good, they're not all bad, but there are some things in there that just don't look so good, to put it mildly, without naming names or anything. If you do your homework, you find out. Bottom line is, it's just like when margarine first came out. Everything we were hearing is, get away from butter, it's terrible for you, clogs your arteries up, margarine's the great thing, it's what you need to do. And 20 years later, we find out margarine causes cancer, margarine clogs your arteries up, and butter's actually good for you. So bottom line is, the closer you stick to Mother Nature, you're not going to go wrong with that. And you very well may, and in fact, probably will, go wrong if you regularly consume things that have been tampered with.
Absolutely. Great advice. So one way you can obviously look at labels and look for words you don't understand. Those are probably not quite the most natural things, I would assume. Would be one safe way for everyday people to check this out?
That's pretty simple right there. No doubt about it. And now a lot of they'll say non-GMO. If you see non-GMO in there, that's the most simple thing. Just buy those things. If it doesn't say non-GMO, then you have to do a little more research.
And if it says natural, that doesn't necessarily mean natural in the way that we would think, but that's some marketing ploy.
Could be. It could be, because when you go right down to it, there's a little bit of liberty that they can take with that particular word.
Yeah. Marketing people are some of the smartest people in the world, and unfortunately, sometimes they work for the wrong companies, I would say.
That's true. I agree with you on that one for sure.
Awesome. Well, Dr. Allen, thanks so much for your time. We really appreciate it. You're helping educate the public and get the word out there on how people can be safe. We know you're a busy man. You run a thriving clinic in your town there and help a lot of people. So once again, thanks for your time. We appreciate it very much.
Thank you very much.